Yo, yo. It's Big Vike, Magical Box Wars. Tonight, we have another box of Ravnica Remastered to do pack wars with. We're going to split the box in half. 2 wars. Each war is going to have 6 seats. Each seat is assigned 3 packs. Whoever pulls the highest combined value of cards over $5 from their packs wins all other mythics, rares, retros, and cards over $3 from their war. Tonight we're hunting mythics, and then all the shock lands are rare. So it's really Cyclonic Rift at the top, and then a bunch of shock lands, a couple more mythics, a couple more shock lands. We're going by TCG MRKT. We're going to look them up live. I have the card, the version of the card that plays. That's $5 plus, but I do not have the prices because there's 65 of them. 65 $5 plus cards. Some of the big names are Cyclonic Rift, or starting at the top, Cyclonic Rift, Steam Vents, Blood Crypt, Watery Grave, Breeding Pool, Sacred Foundry, Overgrown Tomb, Guardian Project, TempleGarden, Bruvac, Godless Shrine, Hallowed Fountain, Stomping Ground, Divine Visitation, and Cloudstone Curio. Here is War 1. Josh, Christopher, Lucas, Scott, Land Magnet, and Janitor. This is James, and this is Gregory. I look back the last 5 boxes for your recent winnings. The Janitor won in Val Collector. James just hit last night, last pack Magic in the Double Masters 22 Collector box. Scott hit a couple leadoff home runs in Dominaria United Collector and Val Collector. Christopher, this is his first crack with me. And then Lucas, happy birthday. Here is War 1. Josh, Christopher, Lucas, Scott, James, Gregory. We'll randomize it 4 times. Just a little shuffle. Two. 3. Here comes our order. 4. Christopher leading off, then Lucas, James, Josh, Scott, and Gregory. Scott and Gregory always end up near each other. Christopher leading off, then Lucas, James. Christopher, Lucas, James, Josh, Scott, Greg. Josh, Scott, Greg. First half of the box. Should be 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's War 1. War 2, the little stack will go on top. things. I'll just keep what ships by your name. The bulk I'll put down here in the corner. You war winners, if you want the bulk, get in touch with me. War 1 is Christopher, Lucas, James, Josh, Scott, Greg. Who hits our mythics? Who hits our shocks? What half of the box does the money come out in? And we have not hit a Cyclonic Rift in this case yet. This is box number 3. This is after this box, it's halfway through the case. Here we go, Christopher, leading off. It's all your good stuff at front. That's like a wild card slot. That could be a shock. Retro black, common, and a rare. Priest of Forgotten Gods. And then into your uncommons and your commons. Lucas, last one for you. Everybody forget about this tonight? Maybe it's just a little too early for common. And yeah, they'll get me with the retro guild gates in these. My heart will get going. A regular Boros, and then a foil Boros, Lucas, and then a retro green. Uncommon, and a rare. An Arclight Phoenix anime. That does not play. Into your uncommons and your commons. What is that version at? Arclight. Borderless. Or anime. 141. So not much. That was such a hot card there for a while in the first one of the Ravnica. What was that, in Allegiance or Guilds? Land Magnet. Coming off your last pack Magic win last night. Can you sweep the weekend? Do another one tonight. Common. Retro white. Oh, and that's it. Blazing Archon. Into your uncommons and your commons. Josh. There's your pack one. Oh, here's our first shock. Stomping Ground. That's a nice rabbit. Regular Stomping Ground. I have at number 40. 40 of 65. My pencil just broke. 40. Josh in more 1. We'll get through the pack and then we'll look it up. There's your Mountain Forest Shock. Retro Oracle and a rare. You don't want to see these split cards for your rare. Connive and Concoct. But Josh, you become our rabbit. You and Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground regular is 1067, or we'll see what it updates to. Stomping Ground, Rav Remastered. 1067. Market price normal. 1067. 1067. Stomping Ground in pack 1. As it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. There's your Mountain Forest. Scott, here comes your pack 1. Common foil, retro Gilgate, and a rare Atomic. No help. And your uncommons and your commons. Greg, and your pack 1. Closing out round 1. Retro Gold. A Savra. That is your rare. Your uncommons and your commons. So Josh hits Stomping Ground in round 1. 1067. I have it as number 40 on our list. Christopher, here's your pack 2, leading off round 2. 4-1. Retro Blue. Common. And a Mythic. Here's our first Mythic. Give us a good one. No, a Gideon. And into your uncommons and commons. Lucas, pack 2 for you. Rare. Oh, a Chromatic Lantern. I don't think that plays, though. I played in the other guild set, or Ravnica set. So that was at like the wild card slot. You have something else. Rare. And a Thrash and Threat. And then into your uncommons and commons. What's this Chromatic Lantern at? Chromatic Lantern. 326. Put that in a sleeve. Penny sleeve. Lands you control have tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Add 1 mana any color if you tap it. Land Magnet. Pack 2 for you. Retro Foil Skullcrack. Uncommon. And then a Retro Illusionist Bracers. That was another one that used to be good. And then get into your uncommons and commons. Skull. Retro is 36 cents. I'm not looking for foil. And what's that? Bracers. Retro, 94 cents. Regular, it's $2. Josh, looking to add on the Stomping Ground. No shock there. Retro, uncommon, and a rare. Sphinx's Revelation. No help. And into your uncommons and your commons. Scott, pack 2 for you. Retro Guildgate, yes. And a rare. And a Grave Troll. Unless you had Golgari Guildgate and then Golgari Grave Troll. Then into your uncommons and commons. Janitor. Frozen out. Round 2. And just 1 pack left each. Uncommon foil. Retro white Divine Visitation. That plays. Retro, I got it 63. That's just got to be just over $5. Divine Visitation Retro. And then your uncommons and your commons. 5 casting cost. If 1 or more creature tokens would be created under your control, that many 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created instead. So we'll see what Divine Visitation Retro is at. Divine Visitation Retro 509. Let's see if it updates. Divine Visitation Retro Frame. Yep, 509. Mark it. $509. Retro Impact 2. Starting to think that Gave people the wrong link. No, we're good. So yeah, going to the final round, we're still hunting Josh and Stomping Grounds at 1067. Christopher, here's your last shot in War 1. Uncommon, retro, common, rare. Warren and Warden. Man, them split cards into your uncommons and commons. Lucas, your last shot in War 1. Bunch of you guys got a couple seats in this. Hunting the sweep. Common. Retro foil. A Mizzix Mastery. Wonder if that plays. See where that lands. And then a retro. And then a retro Grave Troll. And then into your uncommons and commons. Does foil Mizzix play? Mizzix Mastery retro frames only 53 cents. Foil is 87 cents. Land magnet. Josh, you're just out of 3 packs here that can hurt you. Land magnet, Scott and Janitor. James, here's your last pack. Common. Retro uncommon. And a rare. Mind Leech Mass. Into your uncommons and commons. Josh, can you add on? Can you widen the gap? Common foil. Retro Guildgate. And a mythic. Ooh, a Lord of the Void anime. So you do add on. That's a cool one. And then your uncommons and commons. Oh. I'll have to get back to that person. Lord of the Void. 7/7 flyer for 7 casting costs. Whenever Lord of the Void deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 7 cards of that player's library. Then put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield under your control. You grab that. Oh, just missed it. And it's the anime version. Lord of the Void. Where's that on my list? Anime, I have at number 50. So you hit number 40 and number 50, Josh. What's this one at? 678. So he does widen the lead. Lord of the Void, anime, Borderless, 657. 657. Six, 5, 7. Lord, Void, Anime, in pack 3. He had 1067 plus 657. Brings him to 1724. Scott, your last shot. You need something over 17. You need 1725. There's definitely some shocks. And of course, Cyclonic Rift does it. Last two you got to dodge here, Josh. Scott and Greg. Retro Cranko. No help. And your uncommons and your commons. Last pack that can hurt you. Greg's got 509. So he needs 12. What? 12, 16 or 12? Yeah, 12, 16, right? To pull some last pack magic. Common. Retro uncommon. Last one that can hurt you right here, Josh. Rare. A Yiva. Doesn't hurt you. And into your uncommons and commons. So Josh takes home the first half of the box. And he's one of the 4 who had a seat in each war. So he's hunting the sweep now. He gets a shock land and a couple mythics. A couple fancy mythics. A retro and anime. A chromatic lantern. So Josh takes home the first half. What did I say Lord of the Void was? 657. So this lays out like this. He pulls the top 2 from the war. Josh, you get Divine Visitation, Retro, Lord of the Void anime. Whoops. And then a Stomping Grounds. Here's War 2. Little stack goes on top. That's our box. And War 2 is Josh, additional seat, Andrew, Final Boss Fred, Lucas, additional seat, Christopher, additional seat, and Scott, additional seat. Recent winnings. Scott, couple leadoff home runs in Dominaria United Collector and Val Collector. Fred just swept Rav Remastered number 2. And then Josh just won the first half. Here is... Oh, it reset. Josh... Andrew, Fred, Lucas, Christopher, and Scott. Here is Ward 2. Josh, Andrew, Fred, Lucas, Christopher, Scott. Oh, whoa, and then our max roll. Shaking it up 12 times. Biggest shake we can do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Here comes our order. 12. Josh leading off this time. Then Lucas, Fred, Christopher, Scott, Andrew. Josh, Lucas, Fred. Josh stays in 1. Lucas 2. Fred stays in 3. Christopher, Scott, Andrew. Christopher, Scott, Andrew. And Josh won from the 4 seat in War 1. So Christopher's hoping it's the seat. That's hot tonight. And War 2 is Josh, Lucas, Fred, Christopher, Scott, Andrew. Here we go, Josh. Leading off War 2. Uncommon foil. Retro common. And a rare. A Niv Mizzet. No help. And then into your uncommons and commons. Lucas, your first pack here in War 2. Retro. Oh, I thought it was a guild gate. It's a retro stomping ground. So we hit a regular stomping ground in War 1. And here's the retro. The retro is much better, of course. Regular, it was number 40. Retro, it's number 26. Whenever you get a retro one, it's cool. So there's our rabbit. Stomping ground. Retro. 1320. Let's see if it updates here. Stomping ground. Retro. Oh, it's 1311 now. 1311. 1311. For Lucas. Stomping ground. Retro. Pack 1. So there's the same thing. Or Mountain Forest, but it's just retro frame. Fred, here's your pack one. And yeah, I got that at number 26, so we're hunting a top 25 now to take the lead. Single card. Non-foil. Retro uncommon. And a rare. A Dreadbore. Into your uncommons and commons. Christopher. Here's your pack one. War 2. Retro Guildgate. And a rare. Midnight Reaper. And into your uncommons and commons. Got. Here's your pack one. Chasing Lucas and Retro Stomping Ground. Uncommon. Uncommon foil. Retro Void Slime. That's your rare. I'm not sure there's any gold on the money list, is there? I guess, yeah, like Aurelia and stuff. Aurelia, Karlov. Andrew, closing out round one. War 2. Common. Retro. Another Retro Guildgate. That was going to be Stomping Ground again. Rare. And a Lost. No help. Into your uncommons and commons. Josh. So Lucas hit Retro Stomping Ground in round one. Josh, here you are leading off round two. Retro Dreadbore. So we hit a regular, Fred hit the regular Dreadbore, there's the retro. And into your uncommons and commons. Lucas, can you add on? Pack 2. Retro foil. Man, give us something good. Oh, a Guildgate. Man, that would have been awesome if that was TempleGarden instead. And then a retro Faith's Fetters. And a mythic. So you pull a retro Stomping Ground and then a mythic here. Give us something good. Ooh, a Bruvac. That's the best card pulled. That's number 20 on our list. Lucas. Widening the gap. Into your uncommons and commons. 1/4 for 3 casting cost. If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill twice that many cards instead. And furthermore, Lucas and Bruvac. Bruvac $14.86. We'll see what the price updates to. Bruvac. $14.86 market. $14.86. He had 13.11 plus 14.86. Brings him to 27.97. Fred, here's your pack too. Retro, another retro Guildgate. Rare. Akaya. Into your uncommons and commons. Christopher, pack 2 for you. Common foil. Retro Black Inferno Tutor. It's your rare. No help with the Infernal. Scott, your pack 2. Rare. TempleGarden. There's another shock. TempleGarden regular, I have at number 31. So it will not give you the lead, Scott, but it's definitely putting you in the ball game for round 3. TempleGarden. There's your Forest Plains shock. And that was at the wild card slot, so yes, could have something else. Retro Uncommon. And a rare. And a Bedeck and a Bedazzle. Into your uncommon. There's your Forest Plains. TempleGarden. Your shock. And it is TempleGarden regular 1201. We'll see what it updates to. TempleGarden regular 1201. Scott. Yes, that's why I never use this pencil. The lead doesn't stay in it. Grab another pencil here. Does this one work? 1201 Temp Garden in pack 2. Andrew. All right, TempleGarden, regular Scott. It was 1201. Andrew closing out round 2, and then just 1 pack left each. retro common, and a rare. A anime. So you hit anime him and a regular. Too bad he's not worth anything. The lost into your uncommons and commons. So going to the final round, we're chasing Lucas. He has Bruvac and Stomping Ground, just under $28. Scott has TempleGarden at $12.01. Josh, your last shot here tonight after winning War 1. Nothing big to be in the running for War 2. Common. Retro common. Rare. A Sword of the Payrunes. That is not getting it done for you. Into your uncommons and commons. Lucas. It's in your first 2 packs. Common foil. Retro uncommon. And a rare. Find and finality. So you got 4 packs you got to dodge here, Lucas. Here comes Fred's shot. Retro Guildgate. Rare. And a Taza. No help. Into your uncommons and commons. Christopher, your last shot here. That pack is shredded. Uncommon. Retro. That's it. Retro Rakdos. No help. Sorry, Christopher. Couldn't pull you anything in your first crack with me. Scott. You are at 12.01. So just about, what, $16? Little shy of $16 down. You need another shock or cyclonic rift. Rare. Bedeck and Bedazzle. You just hit Bedeck and Bedazzle last pack, and there's the foil. And a retro uncommon. And a rare. An Unbreakable Formation. So last pack that can hurt. Yeah, Lucas is Andrew. Andrew needs something better than $27.97 for last pack Magic. Got to be a shock, a retro shock, I would think, or cyclonic rift. Common. Retro common. Here it is, Lucas. Last one that can hurt you. Rare. A anime Taza. So Fred just hit the regular one. There's the anime. Doesn't hurt. Into your uncommons and commons. So Josh takes home the first half and Lucas takes home the second half. is TempleGarden. There you go, Lucas. TempleGarden, a retro stomping ground. They're my favorite color, like dual lands, green and red and green and white. And then a Bruvac. So Lucas wins War 2. Josh won War 1. His top loaders were Divine Visitation Retro and Anime Lord of the Void and a regular Stomping Ground. Our upcoming schedule. We'll do a Lost Caverns of Ixalan. This, of course, has the Enchanting Tales that have Ristic Study, Smothering Tith, Doubling Season, Parallel Lives. The top cards in the regular set are Cavern of Souls and the Roaming Throne. And then we'll do a box of TSR next weekend. Time Spiral Remastered, which of course is Chalice of the Void, Gemstone Caverns, Sliver Legion, Urborg, Achroma's Memorial, Damnation, and of course the foil retro will be hunting in this box. It's always like a money card or a wild card, cool wild card to hunt. So next weekend will be Lost Caverns of Ixalan set and Time Spiral Remastered. If you want to get involved, check us out. Facebook group, same as this YouTube channel, MagicalBoxWars. Guys, enjoy your last day of the weekend and then rock out your upcoming week. I'll be in touch. Peace.